Why hello again, another little short video. This is on a little change round in the room, but also update on some Locos and also on a couple of HM7000 problems I've come across. So first of all, what I've done in the layout, it's in the room. Just here used to be a double track. One was for Decoder Pro and the other one was for Railmaster. I've now taken that out because I do all my programming downstairs. So that was one thing that I've changed. Also, I've already ever noticed my laptop and my Elite sat on an ironing board because of the narrowness. If you look at how much distance I've got here to work on, that's all I've got all the way across here. So it's always done that. Now I found this, which is a little computer table with adjustable legs there, and it's on wheels. So my Elite sits down there now, and and I can move it about. Also, what the problem was, if I sat this way around, which is what I normally don't do, I can't get past the ironing board, as you might say. But this thing actually tucks underneath here now. I've got that height with the laptop shut, it'll fit underneath here. So it's perfect now, so I'm quite happy with that. So that's one thing. Now also as I said, I've been sorting some of my Locos out and everything else. And what I've actually got, if you look here, this is my fiddly yards, as you call it, with the turntable there, which goes round the back, round there, and comes out here. And sitting on here at the moment there are 20 Locos. Sitting on this bit, all these here, there's another 14, so it's 34 Locos sitting on the track live all the time. Now if you look down here, this is my AV meter. That's the voltage and the current that's running, so it's 7. Now what I've actually done is all the Locos I'm going to show you today, I've done those and set out all the timings, the voltages and the currents especially. So what I've got here now, I've got 34 Locos, the class 91, which is there. When that's running, the meter goes up to 0.96. The 29, which is that one there, that goes up 0.92. The class 158, which is sitting there, that one is 0.86. The 105, which is this one here, my Reba train, I'll tell you about that in a second, that is 0.86. and if I run the class 91 and the 29, those two together, I get 1.05 amps. So I've got plenty to go, because I've got a 4 amp supply, so it's quite handy for that. So the thing is, most people wouldn't have all this amount of trains on the track at one time. So I'm quite adequate with what I've got here. Right, now then, this particular train, my Ariba 105, I've had this for a very, very long time. I actually bought it off eBay for £65. I took it to see Steve at the Hobby Goblin in Burton, and he got me fitted a correct sound decoder in it, which is 120 quid. So that's how much that one cost me. Now to buy that now, because what they've done, they've put lighting in it, and also they put people in it. It's now about £350 that train is now to buy. So, but it hasn't been on the track for quite a long while. So the other day I took it downstairs, cleaned it all up, put it up, and it's working lovely now, and I'm quite happy with it again, back on the track again. So that is what I've got now. As you see, I've got the lighting and everything else on here. None of that runs off the power of the Elite. The only thing that runs off the track at the moment are the signals, the points, and these little 5 cars I've got around here. Other than that, there is nothing on here that goes off the layout. Now, if I just move this up here a minute again and put on my other lighting, as you can see now, that all is done by a separate supply on its own. So we click all these on like this, just don't see. So I've got all these other things, like some blue police box there, I've got a little boy down here with the camera there, see him flash. There's a van over there, there's light on, and there's arc welding in the engine shed over there. That runs off the track, but that's up a little special effects decoder from Train Tech. You get all the kit, you get the different bulbs, different colour bulbs, and the little unit to set it all up. So there's like 4 functions in that decoder unit to set up, which is quite easy to do. So that is what I've got there now. Now, one thing I've had a problem with is 2 of my Locos. My Class 47, which I bought, I put a HM7000 decoder in it. But what I found with that was when you put that in, on that particular one, I didn't get the cab lights and I didn't get the engine room lights. Wouldn't work. If you put a normal decoder in it, they all work. Also, what I've got a 121 Ariba trains like this one. This is back when the other one was a Dapple. Seems that it's on the Dapple trains, I don't know. And what it was, so on that one I got directional lights, I've got cab lights there, cab lights that end, and coach lights. So I put a decoder in. It took me quite a while to get the sound file going. I got it in, set it all up, and what happened was I got my directional lights, I got my cab lights, my other cab lights, no coach lights. But if I put the train off here onto reverse, the coach lights come on. Put it on forward, the coach lights went off. So I actually took the body off and turned it round the other way. Then what I got then is permanently coach lights on. So I gave up with that, and I took that out of that train, put a normal decoder back in it, and I've put it now in my Class 70 now, so I've done that one. Now, so that's what caused that problem right now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do a running session now for you. And what we're going to have is this one, the 158, is going to come out and come to here, stop. Then the 105 Ariba train is going to come out and go round to the station where that is there. Then to go back again into there. Then this one, 158, which is sitting here, will go back and sit where it's just come from. Then that one will run with my Class 90. Then my Class 29. So I'll just show you how to do that now. What I've got to do is, because as you know, I do a lot of programming. So what I've got here is, if I go down to here, where are we? Where's my cursor? There it is. Then that. Now what I'm going to do now is take that one out because I don't want that one in there. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all them. The other one is the shunting one, which is over there. I'll do that separately. So do all of them like that. Now what I've got here is 2 clocks. One does the first 3 locos, and that one there does the last 3 locos. So if I put all those ticks in, I just press 1 and it does. And what it does, I've got a little program that sets that clock to 10:59, 55 seconds, I think it is. As soon as it's 11 o'clock, it'll then kick off. So if I now go to the clock here, click on that, you see now it's changed. Get ready, as soon as it gets to 11 o'clock. There it is, starting up. There it comes. That will pull up here, just over the crossing, like that, and turn off. Now this won't start up. Now the little tale about this, well, not this, but the Arriva. I used to work for Arriva, but not the trains. I used to work for Arriva Vehicle Hire. I used to deliver vans all over the country. And when that got changed, it got changed to Northgate, and that's who I worked for before I finished with them when I was 70. There it is. Well, and here it comes back into the station. It'll all shut down. This one's ready to go. This one's now going back into the station again. This is a lot. This is well over £200. This one was. It's got 28 functions. It says. It behaves itself lovely, as does that Arriva train. Some of them don't behave themselves. Some of them do. Well, let's just stop there. That'll turn off now. That's it. Now the 91 will start up. One thing with this particular train is the guard's whistle only works when it's going that way. When it's facing this way, it won't work. When it works that way, it does. Strange one, I don't know why, because normally the guard dresser works any way on a Loco.
Newcastle, Edinburgh, Dundee and Aberdeen only. This train is formed of 3 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. A buffet service is available on this train. British Rail would like to apologise to passengers for the late running of this service and any inconvenience this may have caused. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
These, of course, is the station generator system I've got in the system. Get that for £20. It's great. Also, it doesn't affect the home, the rail master itself running. It's individual of it, so that'll be doing that while the rail master's doing something else on its own. There it comes now. That's automatic, that is, that cab light going out on this, you don't have to turn it off. This one sometimes behaves itself, and sometimes it doesn't. Temperamental, this one, sometimes. This may stop, and it may not. As soon as you hear those brakes, I know it's going to stop. Then I might behaved yourself today. I'll turn off. Now the 29 will start up. There you go. Now this one, because it's pulling ore wagons, as I said before, I've actually got the CV3 set at 40 on this. You don't want this thing going up like a rocket, because that's not, it's pulling the wagons, ore wagons, you know. That's how slow it starts up. Got a guard in the back of it, this one is. Taking for a ride. There it comes. Of course, the reason he's blowing the horn is because of them, workmen, which is how it should be. I think this is the last time round for this one. Here he comes. There we go. And he's out. Now this particular one, my little shunter over there, this has got quite a few different things it does, so what we do now is fire this one up. I can put this in the program, but I'll just show you this one going. Oops, slip, sorry about that. You'll now come out of there, come round here to roughly here, should be there, and the signal will change and it'll go into the other siding. Here it comes. As I said, that's where you're going to stop. Points change. The signal will now come on with the router on. There we are. And as it goes past there, the signal will change back to red. There we go. It's now gone into the siding in there and parked up there. And that'll turn off by rights. There's the points gone back again. And that's turned off. Now what I've actually got there, that one is what it's just done. Now if I press that one there, it'll come out, go back and go back to there. I'll just show you how that works. Now, as I've said before, these points here operate those yard lights. So if I click down now, if I click the points here to there, the yard lights go out. Click them back again to the straight position. The yard lights come on again. That's something I've actually done as well. So say I love doing these programs and stuff. The turntable over there is all programmed as well. I won't show you that, but that's what it is because of timing. What I've got there is each one of those tracks. There, number 7 is where it sits coming off the back. So that's where it's sitting at the moment over there. So all I have to do is press 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 and the turntable will go around to the position it wants, and then the little turntable signs, I press that, it takes it back. Or so if I press 5, it'll go from 7 round to 5, and then all I've got to do is press that and it'll take that back to 7 again. So I can sort all them out from there, and then these little numbers down here, these set all these points up down here, all the points down there, all that lot down there. So life's a lot easier that way around. But so I say one thing I can do with so what I need to do first of all, before I forget, right, I've got to take all those out, because what will have to happen, and put the clock back to normal, 10:39. Now what had happened there is if I left those on and I went downstairs, at 11 o'clock all those trains will kick off doing their programs, And if some train is if you've been messing with something else and you've got a train in the place, you can have smashes. So I can actually, with that, I can actually move that out here and take that one out. I can move them around without actually running them off this. And that's one of the things I can do. But all these things on the layout and all, so say I can, as you see, all these little green trains are actually programs, and the little speakers are all the voice ones of the unit. So if I just do, we say this one here, Banbury there.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 14:45 Regional Railway Service to Banbury, calling at Warwick Parkway, Leamington Spa and Banbury only. This train is formed of 3 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
And what that is, it's that Chiltern Railway there, because that's the Chiltern line, that with 3 coaches on, which are normally in place with that one. So all my different, all these are all different setups for different locos. It's like the Bangor one, or those are the class 25s. So every one of those is all set up for there, and then these little buttons down here turn these little flashing lights off. But also if I turn on this one here, if I do this, click this, all my street lights go out, my houses go out. Click them back on again, and they're all back on again. So say it's some things I like to do, but so say I'm happy now I've got this table here and I can do what I can do everything I want now from off here. So if anybody has had any problems with Railmaster, I know I've done hundreds in the years I've done. If you've got any problems with Railmaster, or if you've got a layout, and I don't think I've actually got any here. Let's see if I've got any in here. I don't know how. Might not have any in here. Let's have a look, see what I've got. Pictures. No, I haven't got any here. But one thing is with them is I can actually alter. What I do is go online. You've got to use TeamViewer. You've got to put that on first. Give me the codes. I'll then link to your computer. Then I'll actually download your track plan onto my computer downstairs, not this one, the one downstairs. Alter it. I can actually squash it that way, squash it that way. I put signalling systems in like I've got on here. Same as at this set of points here, there, control that signal and that signal. So if you actually look closely at this, if I do this, which is this one here and this one here. If I click this set of points, that goes to green to come out of here, and this is red to stop it coming this way. Click it back again. There's also complication ones, same as like this one here. There's a signal bar down here, by rights. If I click that, it stops that one because you're coming out of there. Then also, if I move this over this way a bit, that is a distance signal, which is sitting here, just here. And there's another one over there, that's a home signal, which is for the siding. But what it does, if the same as this cross over here, there's a double-headed signal there to go straight on or across that way. And what happens is if I turn those points over to that way, it stops that train there, but also it does this one here. There's all different configurations I've got on this, but I can do all them. Sometimes it takes me minutes to sort them all out. And what it does then, once I've done all that for you, I can put signals in without you having to do anything. You don't have to have the signals on the system, but I've got signals, of course. And what you can do then is I'll get in touch with you again. I'll download your track plan back. So if it was on, like, say, Harry 1, you put it on Harry 2. So you'll still have the original track plan, but you'll have a new one now. And, so you've got it in seconds, and you haven't got to mess with nothing. I do also stuff on the Locos as well, setting Locos up, but the only ones I can't do, of course, are HM7000s, because they have to be on an iPad or a phone. I can't do nothing with them whatsoever. They're a nightmare for that problem. But then again, that's progress. So anyhow, if you want me at any time, I'm on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well, just below the video here. And also there's a little button there to donations. If you want to donate to the layout, please do, I'd be most grateful. And don't forget to call me anytime about anything to do with Railmaster, and I'll hopefully help you out. So in the meantime, I will see you again soon. Bye.